It was a frigid February night in 2004. A young woman named Maura Murray was driving alone, her destination unknown. Then, silence. Maura vanished, leaving behind a wrecked car and a mystery that has haunted investigators for years. This is not just a story about a disappearance. It's about the darkness that can consume a life, leaving behind whispers and what-ifs. Join us as we venture into the chilling story of Maura Murray, a case riddled with twists, turns, and dead ends. Prepare to be captivated, perplexed, and forever changed by the enigma that is Maura Murray. The small town of Haverhill, New Hampshire, became the epicenter of a mystery that would grip the nation. It was here, on a desolate stretch of road, that Maura's car was found abandoned. The engine was still running, the headlights piercing the darkness, but Maura was gone. Maura's past, her relationships, her state of mind, all became pieces of a puzzle that refused to fit together. The trail ran cold, leaving behind a void filled with speculation, theories, and a profound sense of loss. Maura's story resonated far beyond the borders of Haverhill. The case captured the attention of amateur sleuths and armchair detectives, fueling countless online forums and podcasts dedicated to uncovering the truth. Was Maura the victim of a tragic accident, a chance encounter with a predator, or something else entirely? Theories abound, each more intriguing and unsettling than the last. Some whisper of foul play, others of a desperate attempt to escape a troubled past. In the absence of concrete answers, the mystery of Maura Murray endures. The story begins long before that frigid February night, in the bustling hallways of UMass Amherst, where Maura Murray, a bright and ambitious nursing student, was navigating the challenges of academic life. On the surface, her life seemed ordinary, a tapestry woven from classes, exams, and the promise of a future in medicine. But beneath the normalcy, there were cracks, glimpses of a hidden turmoil that hinted at a life more complex than it appeared. Days before her disappearance, a series of unsettling incidents unfolded. A minor car accident, a frantic phone call to her father, a sudden withdrawal from classes, each event a brushstroke in a portrait of a young woman on the verge. Her dorm room, once a sanctuary, became a silent testament to a life abruptly interrupted. With a destination unknown, Maura embarked on a solitary journey north, leaving behind the familiar landscapes of her life in Amherst. Her car, a silver Saturn, became a vessel carrying secrets, its wheels rolling towards a darkness that awaited. Hundreds of miles stretched before her, each passing mile a descent into a labyrinth of questions. Along the way, she stopped at a liquor store, purchasing a bottle of wine and a box of wine coolers. As darkness descended, Maura's journey led her to the outskirts of Haverhill, New Hampshire, a small town nestled amidst the unforgiving beauty of the White Mountains. At 7:27 p.m., a passing motorist reported a car accident near the intersection of Route 112 and Old Woodsville Road. The vehicle, a silver Saturn registered to Maura Murray, had veered off the road, colliding with a snowbank. The driver, however, was nowhere to be found. The first responders arrived to find the car locked, the engine still running, and a chilling absence where the driver should have been. Witnesses reported seeing a young woman matching Maura's description near the crash site, but their accounts varied, adding layers of ambiguity to an already perplexing situation. Had she fled the scene on foot? And if so, why? As darkness enveloped the area, a sense of urgency descended upon the search efforts. Each passing hour chipped away at the hope of finding Maura safe and sound. Inside Maura's car, investigators discovered a collection of seemingly unrelated items. A printed email exchange with her boyfriend, a box of wine coolers, and a map to Burlington, Vermont, a destination hundreds of miles away from her intended route. The email exchange revealed a recent argument, a lover's quarrel that had left Maura shaken. Adding to the enigma, a red stain, later confirmed to be red wine, was found on the car's floor mat. As days turned into weeks, the investigation into Maura Murray's disappearance intensified, drawing in law enforcement agencies and captivating the attention of a nation hungry for answers. The immediate aftermath of Maura's disappearance was a whirlwind of activity. Search parties scoured the woods surrounding the crash site, their flashlights cutting through the darkness, their hopes dwindling with each passing hour. Volunteers, their faces etched with concern, distributed missing person flyers bearing Maura's smiling image. Law enforcement, faced with the case shrouded in ambiguity, meticulously retraced Maura's steps, hoping to uncover a clue, a lead, anything that could pierce the veil of uncertainty. Had she wandered off disoriented, a victim of the elements? Or had someone lurking in the shadows taken advantage of her vulnerability? The first 48 hours in a missing person case are critical, and in Maura's case, those precious hours were slipping away. As the initial shock subsided, a wave of speculation washed over the investigation. Maura's personal life, once a private domain, became subject to public scrutiny. Whispers of a troubled past, a secret boyfriend, a possible pregnancy. Each rumor added a layer of complexity to an already perplexing case. Her boyfriend at the time, questioned extensively by police, vehemently denied any involvement in her disappearance. The Murray family, thrust into a nightmare they never could have imagined, grappled with their grief while tirelessly advocating for their daughter. The investigation, once laser-focused on the immediate vicinity of the crash site, began to expand, encompassing Maura's past, her relationships, and any potential secrets she might have been harboring. In the years since Maura's disappearance, technology has emerged as both a powerful tool and a source of enduring frustration in the quest for answers. Cell phone records, meticulously analyzed, offered tantalizing clues about her movements in the hours leading up to her disappearance. Her last known phone call, placed to a voicemail system for booking hotel rooms, hinted at a planned destination, but the call was cut short. Grainy surveillance footage from a gas station along Maura's route captured a fleeting glimpse of a young woman resembling Maura, but the image, shrouded in shadows and plagued by low resolution, offered no definitive answers. Despite the advancements in forensic technology, Maura's case remained stubbornly unresolved. The years that followed Maura's disappearance were a roller coaster of hope and heartbreak for those who refused to give up on finding her. Countless leads, each one a flicker of possibility in the darkness, ultimately led to dead ends, deepening the mystery and amplifying the pain. Psychics, their claims often met with skepticism, offered their insights, their visions a mix of genuine empathy and sensationalized speculation. Despite the tireless efforts, the countless hours spent chasing shadows, Maura's fate remained a mystery. The lack of closure, the absence of answers, gnawed at the edges of the case, leaving behind a void that whispered of possibilities both hopeful and heartbreaking. The absence of concrete answers in Maura Murray's case has birthed a labyrinth of theories, each attempting to illuminate the darkness that swallowed her whole. Some theories cling to the hope of a voluntary disappearance, a desperate attempt to escape a life that had become unbearable. Did Maura, burdened by unknown troubles, choose to vanish, to erase her past and reinvent herself far from the scrutiny of those who knew her? This theory, while offering a glimmer of hope for her survival, fails to fully account for the baffling circumstances surrounding her disappearance. Other theories venture into darker territory, whispering of foul play, of a chance encounter with a predator lurking along that desolate stretch of highway. The lack of witnesses, the absence of any demands for ransom, all contribute to the enigma of Maura's fate. Over the years, several individuals have fallen under the scrutiny of law enforcement and amateur sleuths alike. Ex-boyfriends, acquaintances with criminal pasts, even local residents with questionable alibis. Each person scrutinized, their lives dissected in the relentless pursuit of answers. The terrain surrounding the crash site, a mix of dense woodland and unforgiving wilderness, has been combed repeatedly. Cadaver dogs brought in to sniff out any sign of human remains. Yet despite these efforts, no trace of Maura has ever been found. The lack of a crime scene, a body, or any concrete evidence of foul play has turned the investigation into a frustrating game of shadows, where every lead seems to dissolve into speculation and every answer only leads to more questions. In the quest to understand what happened to Maura Murray, attention inevitably turns to the young woman herself. Who was she beyond the smiling photographs and the narrative of a promising life cut short? Was there something hidden beneath the surface? A secret pain that could explain her sudden disappearance? Those who knew Maura best described her as a bright, ambitious young woman, but also one who carried a weight of unspoken anxieties. She had recently been involved in a minor car accident, an event that seemed to shake her deeply. Her relationship with her boyfriend at the time had been strained, their communication fraught with tension and miscommunication. The puzzle pieces of her life, scattered by the winds of time and circumstance, refused to form a coherent image, leaving her loved ones to grapple with the agonizing question of whether they ever truly knew her at all. In the years since Maura Murray vanished, the digital revolution has transformed the landscape of criminal investigations. The internet, once a fledgling network, has evolved into a sprawling repository of information, a virtual world where every click, every search, every online interaction leaves behind a digital footprint. The case of Maura Murray, fueled by online forums, social media discussions, and the tireless work of amateur sleuths, has become a testament to both the power and the perils of the digital age. The internet has breathed new life into cold cases, connecting individuals across continents who share a passion for unraveling mysteries. Online communities dedicated to Maura's case have meticulously archived every scrap of information, every news article, every police report, creating a digital repository of knowledge that rivals any official investigation. These digital detectives, driven by a shared desire for justice, have unearthed new leads, scrutinized old evidence, and kept Maura's story alive in the public consciousness. Yet for all its promise, the internet is a double-edged sword. Maura Murray's case, with its haunting details and lack of resolution, has transcended the realm of traditional true crime, birthing a dedicated online subculture. Thousands of individuals, drawn together by a shared fascination with the unknown, actively engage in discussions, dissect evidence, and propose theories, all within the virtual walls of internet forums, social media groups, and podcasts. These digital spaces, often buzzing with activity, serve as a virtual roundtable where armchair detectives, amateur sleuths, and those simply captivated by the mystery converge. They pore over maps, analyze timelines, and debate the significance of seemingly insignificant details, hoping to unearth a clue that might have been overlooked by law enforcement. The depth of knowledge and the level of dedication exhibited within these online communities is astounding. Participants, many of whom have never met in person, form virtual bonds, united by a shared desire for justice and a belief that the truth, however elusive, is out there waiting to be uncovered. While some may scoff at the notion of amateur sleuths making a tangible contribution to a real-life investigation, the Maura Murray case demonstrates the potential impact of collective intelligence and the power of crowdsourcing information. Section 2. Exploiting tragedy. The rise of true crime as a popular genre, while providing a platform for unsolved cases to garner renewed attention, has also given rise to a darker side, the exploitation of tragedy for entertainment and profit. Maura Murray's case, unfortunately, has not been immune to this phenomenon. Countless podcasts, documentaries, and books have capitalized on the public's fascination with her story, often sensationalizing details, perpetuating unsubstantiated rumors, and prioritizing entertainment value over sensitivity towards the families of those involved. This commodification of tragedy raises ethical questions about the responsibility of content creators to prioritize respect and accuracy over sensationalism and profit. While some may argue that any publicity is good publicity when it comes to unsolved cases, the line between raising awareness and exploiting grief is a delicate one that must be navigated with care. The Maura Murray case serves as a stark reminder that behind every missing person poster, every unsolved mystery, there are real people grappling with unimaginable loss and pain. Their stories deserve to be treated with respect, not exploited for entertainment value. Section 3. The Ethics of Obsession. The enduring fascination with Maura Murray's case raises questions about the nature of obsession itself and the ethical boundaries of delving into the lives of strangers. While the desire to solve a mystery, to bring closure to a tragedy, is undoubtedly a noble one, it's crucial to examine the potential consequences of unchecked curiosity. The anonymity of the internet can foster a sense of detachment, blurring the lines between genuine concern and voyeuristic fascination. Individuals connected to the case, whether family members, friends, or even those merely mentioned in passing, can find their lives dissected, their privacy invaded, and their pain amplified by the relentless scrutiny of strangers. The pursuit of justice should never come at the expense of compassion or empathy. While the quest for answers in Maura Murray's case is understandable, it's crucial to remember that behind the headlines, the theories, and the online discussions, there are real people whose lives have been irrevocably altered by tragedy. Their pain is not a puzzle to be solved, their grief not a spectacle to be consumed. Respecting their boundaries, protecting their privacy, and approaching their story with empathy should be paramount in any investigation, whether conducted by law enforcement or armchair detectives. Section 4. Hope endures. Despite the years that have passed and the countless dead ends and the ever-shifting sands of speculation, the hope of finding Maura Murray and bringing closure to her family remains alive. The human spirit, in its resilience, clings to the belief that even in the face of unimaginable tragedy, even when the darkness seems insurmountable, the truth has a way of emerging. Technological advancements, particularly in the fields of DNA analysis and forensic genealogy, offer a glimmer of hope. The tiniest shred of evidence, overlooked or deemed insignificant years ago, could now hold the key to unlocking the mystery of Maura's fate. The power of public awareness, amplified by the digital age, cannot be underestimated. Someone, somewhere, may hold a crucial piece of information, a seemingly insignificant detail that could break the case wide open. The search for Maura Murray is a testament to the enduring strength of hope, the unwavering belief in the possibility of finding answers, and the unwavering commitment to bringing peace to those who have waited far too long for resolution. Section 1. Unanswered questions. The disappearance of Maura Murray remains an open wound, a haunting reminder that some questions may never have answers. Did she choose to vanish into the night, seeking a fresh start, a clean slate far from the complexities of her life? Or was she the victim of a cruel twist of fate, a chance encounter with a predator who vanished as quickly as they appeared? The evidence, both tangible and circumstantial, offers no easy solutions, only a labyrinth of possibilities, each more perplexing than the last. The red wine stain on the car floor mat, the frantic phone calls, the map to a destination far from her intended route. These fragments of her final hours taunt us with their ambiguity, refusing to coalesce into a coherent narrative. Was there a connection, a hidden thread linking Maura's past to the events of that fateful night? Did someone she knew, someone harboring their own dark secrets, play a role in her disappearance? Or did a stranger, cloaked in the anonymity of the open road, seize an opportunity, leaving behind a trail of heartbreak and unanswered questions? We may never know for certain what happened to Maura Murray on that frigid February night. The truth, elusive and fragmented, may remain shrouded in mystery, a chilling reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of the unknown. Section 2. A Legacy of Mystery. Though her fate remains unknown, Maura Murray's story continues to resonate, its echoes reverberating through the corridors of true crime and the hearts of those who remain dedicated to uncovering the truth. Her case, a chilling blend of mystery and tragedy, has become a cultural touchstone, sparking countless discussions about the nature of truth, the power of online communities, and the ethics of consuming true crime. The Maura Murray subculture, a testament to the enduring power of hope and the insatiable human need to make sense of the senseless, continues to thrive. Amateur sleuths, armchair detectives, and those simply touched by the tragedy of her disappearance remain committed to piecing together the fragments of her story, determined to bring closure to her family and ensure that Maura's memory is kept alive. Will the mystery of Maura Murray ever be solved? Perhaps one day, a new piece of evidence, a technological breakthrough, or a long-forgotten memory will come to light, illuminating the darkness that has shrouded her disappearance for so long. Until then, her story stands as a stark reminder of the fragility of life, the enduring power of hope, and the unwavering belief that even in the face of unimaginable tragedy, the human spirit yearns for answers, for resolution, and for the comforting embrace of truth.